Would you look at that? It's now taken me 3 shops and a driveway to get this truck done. We're into shop number 3. Welcome back to another video working on my junk pile. Getting rid of this junk. And this junk. And that junk. Now look, I'm not gonna lie, I do like the rallies, but they are heavy. So tonight, we are getting ready to put on our new Strange brakes. I already put the rears on. I'll put that in the video, but we already got the rears on. That was a really easy install. Front's a little trickier, but it's not that hard. Shouldn't be, as long as we're paying attention. We're gonna have to do some drilling and tapping on these 2nd gen Camaro spindles. And we should be able to fit our new caliper brackets on, get everything on there, and have some hot boy brakes on this thing, which I never thought I'd ever have. But thanks to Jake from Strange Farm, he got us hooked up. And well, let's just go ahead and get started. Everything's gonna go in there. Ta-da! That should work. So, get everything greased up, get our seal on there, install our wheel studs, all that good stuff. First step, and this is the scary step for me, but we already lubed this up. The directions say to drill this to 3/8 and tap to 7/16 14. So.
What are you doing? And stop filming.
Restoring, restoring, restoring. Tight on them and run them in to about 1 or 2 ugga-duggas. It's about time to get the grease gloves on. Look at that, brand new Spindle.
Oh gosh, keep yawning.
Isn't it just a thing of beauty?
Get that lock tight off your fingers. It's covered.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, look at that. We got one done. All right, so what I just did is I went through and retightened my upper and lower ball joint castle nuts because I wasn't really sure what I did with them before, but I didn't put cotter pins in them. I just kind of centered down the road because I knew we'd have everything back apart again, maybe. So now we got it set in stone where it needs to be, and we got cotter pins through it. So now it's time to go ahead and get our hubs on. Pull it up first. Spin her back off. Put the bearing on. Wow, there's some extra grease in there. Firmly grasp it. Okay. There we go. That was a good one. She's packed. There's some on the outside.
Dog.
What?
Dog. You were really
Here
traumatized from those grease comments, aren't you?
A little bit. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Okay. That Johnny? Good enough. Look at that, like butter. I'm a mess, I know, but it's better than not having any grease on anything, right? It's just everything is very well lubricated, that's all.
Gosh, the flies are annoying.
A little bit of play. I just wish they were thicker.
They're fine.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I am so high, I can hear heaven. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Oh, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away.
That is, look at that. So they actually already TIG welded these screws. That's huge. The other throttle body that I got rid of, it's actually the same one I've always used on the Falcon. It's some Jegs 102. You've seen them before. It's the one I took off. But they actually, a lot of people go through this problem where the screws will come loose after a certain amount of time and they go down the engine basically. And a lot of people just TIG weld them and then it's no problem, but you have to do it yourself. And if you don't know better, like me, I didn't know, you know, Billy told me one time, and but these are already TIG welded right out of the box, so that's what you like to see right there. Wait and put the thing on the bottom. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got our Dominator in there. Originally I had a Terminator X-Max for this thing, and this Dominator was actually going to go in my S10 when we thought we were going to do it EFI, but it's still going to have a carburetor, so now I have this Dominator just sitting here, and I figured why not. I knew I was going to run out of inputs and outputs really fast, and this truck was getting out of hand, so I felt like I needed to step up to the Dominator. But this mount from Motion's really nice. I'll put links in the description for everything, but it came with these roll bar mounts and this plate to mount it, and it worked really nicely. I've already test fitted it with the dash and it fits in there really nice. You can just see the bottom of the ECU. I don't mind that, but if we can get in here and look at this thing. So the plan is all of our connectors will go into the back of this thing here, We got plenty of room. We shouldn't have any kinks. Should be really nice. It's in a really good area, I think. As long as these doors seal up nice. You know, we got the weather stripping, everything, and we just seam sealed the cage down there. There shouldn't be any moisture. You know, I like to keep water away from these things as much as I can. We've dealt with that in the past, like on the Nova, the ECU in that thing has been ruined by water before. So try and be careful with that, but I think it's in a good spot. It's in a great spot for wiring. I mean, we shouldn't have any problems with our harnesses reaching. We've got these pass-throughs here. The connections should all be plenty long. So I'm really happy with how this turned out so far. I was gonna put the Dominator on this dash bar, but the dash is literally so tight in this thing, I couldn't get mounts around it. Which is like kudos to Mike Lane, but I mean, yeah, the dash fits in here so tight and so good that I just couldn't get the mount around it, which is fine. I think I like this more anyways. It's much easier to get to. Now I will say, like with the OBS dash, the radio clips out and clips in, so you could literally take out the radio bezel and see right up in the Dominator, but I'm okay with this. This is gonna work out nice. Our relay board right here and everything should plug in really nice, and we'll be able to open up the glove box and see right in to our relay board. Billy's S10 is done the exact same way. I really like how it's done, and nothing will actually be attached to the dash wiring wise. So, you know, we've got this stud here, this bolt here. We got two of the column studs, the bolt, the dash mounts up to, and then the same thing on this side. So 2, 4, 6 bolts, and the dash can come out with no problems. Nothing's going to be connected. This thing will be really easy to diagnose. If we have any kind of wiring issues, we can pull the dash out and get to work, and it just makes everything really nice and really easy and simple. I'm getting all these ideas just because Billy's S10 is done the same way, and it's just, now we've never had the dash back out of that thing, thank God, because you know everything just works. But the other thing we got to figure out is our switch panel, which is going to go up here. But again, the cage is so tight, I don't know how I'm gonna mount anything. I might have to hillbilly rig some like hose clamps might fit through, but we'll come up with something. It's just metal, we can work it and weld to it. But yeah, so I think we got a plan in place, and now I just gotta learn how to wire. But honestly, most of it's gonna plug right in, so should be simple. This is a water manifold from 417 Motorsports. I've fingerprinted it, so it's not as good looking as it is out of the box, but shoo. Okay, so I thought I wasn't gonna be able to use this because my alternator bracket was in the way, right? It covers this inlet over here. Come to find out, I'm an idiot, and you only need to you can pick what side and block off the other side, because you got, let me try and, these go all the way through, top and bottom. Now I'm gonna have to look at the diagram again. I forget which one is the return and which one's in and out, but we can basically block off these two and use these two, which I didn't realize. So I can actually use this, which is gonna look awfully sexy with our new motion throttle body. So we'll go ahead and get this on. I'm so happy. I really didn't think I was gonna be able to use this. I just, you know, I'm learning. It's all good. We got some pretty neat stuff for motion here. So I saw they got this little double bracket, and I saw they got these fancy catch cans and fill tanks, whatever you want to call them. So we're gonna put these in the bed as high up as possible. One of them is gonna be a fill, and one of them is gonna be I don't know what you call it, like an overflow. Since we did a rear mount radiator, we have to create a high point in the system, and it has to be higher than the highest point of the engine, because that's how we fill it. So I think this one is the fill. Get it out of there. I think this is the fill. We gotta get a radiator cap. Let's see this one. Yeah, this appears to be the catch can one, or the overflow. We'll mount these both in the bed right next to each other. Man, I wish these had a motion logo on them. Maybe I'll put a decal on it. It's pretty plain Jane. Whatever. I'll put a sticker on it or something. See, if I'm gonna spend the money, I want everybody to know it's a motion one, not just some Amazon one, you know? That's dusty. You see that? There's a lot of dirt in there. That's fun. All right. Kind of sketchy. Feels like I'm gonna drill into myself, but not possible. See how she fits. See how I drilled my holes. Hey, look at that. Got that one started. So we went to Chumpy's today and got some sensors. We got a IAC, idle air control or something or other, and a TPS sensor. Just got a bunch of stock LS sensors. And we got the intake off. I never actually bolted it on, it's just been sitting on there, but we got to figure out what to do with all these holes at the back. I got fittings to plug, and I think one of these is, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Probably map sensor goes back here. I don't know. We'll have to plumb that up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But what we need to get done is I realized I went to go put my oil pressure sensor in, and there's no hole there. So I realized, luckily, my dude Tayton already sent the stuff, and I didn't realize, but we've got two different setups here that he sent. One for an aftermarket oil pressure sending unit and one for an OEM. We have an OEM, so that's one I'm going to put on, which is somewhere around here. I already lost it. I'll find it. But basically, we got to drill a hole in the valley cover and something or other, bolt this down. And we had to do this because this LC9 LS deal was a VVT and DOD, so we deleted all that stuff, but I didn't realize that we have to do this deal. So we're gonna get the valley cover off and start that process. Oh, okay, cool. So they already got a divot there for where I need to drill. That's cool. We got our port adapter on there, a little oil hole drilled. All right, so I'm going to attempt to lay out my harness, kind of see where everything's gonna go. Where it goes, like here's oil. I should probably start untying it. Let's just start there. Let's plug in oil pressure and see what that gets us. We plugged in our first sensor. Look at us go. The map, don't have that set up yet. Coolant temp sensor. Okay, so this all goes in front. It's sitting on a wire. Check this out. We got a battery. Got ourselves a XSD 3400 12-volt battery. Check out the sweet. Check out this sweet Tin Soldier Race Cars battery hold down bracket thinger. I found this in Billy's old shop and I stole it. It's okay, he steals some of my stuff, so we're even. But this is a Tin Soldier Race Cars battery hold down tray. It's pretty sweet. I like it. So I haven't actually test fitted the battery. Hopefully it fits. If it doesn't, I'll be very sad. Shoo-wee. Tell you what, perfect fit. That makes me happy. I'm gonna find hardware for this deal. Look at that. Look at that. Tin Soldier Race Cars for the win. That's gonna be sweet. Oh, I put the battery in the wrong way. Okay. A friend appeared.
Hello.
Show us your new hoodies.
Aha, new Gen 2 hoodies.
Those are pretty sweet. Make sure you guys check the website. We got new hoodies and t-shirts, Hurricane Dakota stuff.
New budget tee on the site. Hats and beanies arrive tomorrow, which I'm really excited about, especially the beanies.
We'll leave a link in the description for everything. But yeah, we got some new merch out finally. It's been a while since we released anything, but yeah, we're about ready to wrap up this video now. I'm happy with the progress we made. We're gonna keep chugging away, but we got our strange brakes on. We got some wiring going. We got plumbing going, all the good stuff. So we're gonna get this thing knocked out. I'm starting to feel a lot better about it. Got like probably less than 60 days till 6 weeks, so.
Yeah, I think we're in the 50s now.
In the 50s, just like that.
Yeah, we need to get this thing done as quick as possible so we can go help my dad with the duster.
Right, yeah.
That still needs a lot of work.
Yep, so we will have a duster video out soon as well. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.